By the end of this module, you will learn the different forms of formal letters, the key elements of a formal letter, and the appropriate style and tone while writing a formal letter. We live in a world of technology where emails, texts, etc. are most of our preferred modes of communication. However, letters still have a major use and importance in our society, especially formal letters written to authorities or professional contacts, because they generally stay on record. Let us learn the correct format and language of formal letters. But before we begin, do you know that formal letters are written for official or business reasons? Your list may include application letters, complaint letters, letters to ask for permission or information, letters to give advice or instruction. When writing a formal letter, first ask yourself, who am I writing to? Why am I writing? What do I need to tell them? What do I want them to do? Formal letter writing is undoubtedly one of the most challenging types. When putting it together, often you are addressing a person or organization with whom you are not familiar, and the quality of your content, including spelling and grammar, will be strongly scrutinized. Now, the question arises, how to write the formal letter? Do you remember the traffic lights? You must be wondering, why am I talking of traffic lights? To remember the format of formal letter, think about the traffic lights. The top two signs, red and yellow, signifies the letter heading and the date. The letter heading includes the correspondence details, that is, your permanent address. Red signifies that the correspondent is not going anywhere, neither the date is going to change. Therefore, this is where you will put your address at the top on the left, followed by the date. Do not put your personal name here, even if it is a personal letter, and be careful while writing the date. Follow the prescribed format. Green indicates the letter is to be delivered to. The details of the addressee, that is the name of the addressee, his/her job title, the company name, and his address is to be written here. This should be the same as on the envelope. You must have observed that just like the traffic lights, correspondence address, date, and the address of the addressee are horizontally placed and is left aligned. A formal letter always begins with "Dear," even if you do not know the person. This should come immediately beneath the addressee's or the recipient's address, close to the left-hand margin. Take care of the commas and full stops in the format of the letter. A formal letter should be brief and precise. If it deals with one fact or item, one paragraph should suffice. If several points are required to be touched upon, a separate paragraph for every point should be used, but the paragraphs should be logically arranged. The first word of the first paragraph in the formal letter is intended from the margin, as are all the subsequent paragraphs. In the opening statement, introduce your reason for writing the letter. Do not introduce yourself in the opening line. Remember to use a formal tone and don't ask the addressee how he is or you are pleased to write to him. He does not have a time for chit-chat. In the second paragraph, give more detail as to what you want and the reason of writing the letter. Give at least 2 problems related to the situation. Each problem has a solution. Therefore, In the third paragraph, give the solutions you think are good enough to settle the situation. The closing statement should be worded in a forceful and convincing style because it is in this paragraph that the whole argument is summed up. Ordinarily, the letters should end with a courteous phrase expressing hope for a formal reply or assuring the addressee of the best of attention. The words used at the end of your communication should confirm a connection and clarify the purpose of your letter. Sometimes, the last sentence is used to simply repeat the most important points of the communication. For others, it is an opportunity to give an instruction or a call to action. Do not conclude a formal letter with an informal, too personal sign-off. This may leave your reader feeling confused. It's best to retain the same formal tone throughout your entire communication, from the first all the way to the last word. The salutation and subscription must always agree in style. The most popular subscription in formal letters is yours faithfully. The other subscription, yours truly, is also used, but yours sincerely is used in personal letters. Before we sit down to write a formal letter, these are the key steps we need to undertake. Brainstorming is a way of getting your ideas down on paper. It doesn't matter what you write at this stage. Jot down the ideas about the topic. Formal brainstorm might include reason you are writing the letter, information you want to give, information you want to get, a complaint or a request, and what you want to happen next. Then check that you are acquainted with the key components of the formal letter: the beginning, the middle, and the end. After that, organize ideas. Think about the order of your information. Decide what information to put in the introduction, main body, and the conclusion. Adhere to the word limit while writing the letter. Finally, proofread to check for spelling or grammar errors. Take a moment to go through the sample of a letter to the editor. Kindly check all the key components of a formal letter. Let's summarize the important key takeaways of writing a formal letter module. A formal letter must follow certain rules and conventions. A format helps in relaying the information in a professional way. A formal letter should be written in a formal and ceremonious language. There should be clarity of thought in a formal letter. The words and sentences must be arranged in such a way as to convey the exact meaning. You should be choosy in words and phrases. Avoid all ambiguity. Redundant words are out of place in formal letters. Inconsistency of thought and illogical statements must be carefully avoided. A forceful and convincing statement in a formal letter is as important as lucidity. One must learn the art of putting one's true intention in a letter. You can now see an assignment on your screen. Web chart for the same has also been given. With the help of the web chart, complete the assignment in your English language registers. It's been a thrilling experience to bring the classroom to your doorstep. I'm sure that you and I will make a fantastic team and make the most of this wonderful opportunity that virtual learning can offer to us. I will see you again shortly. Until then, happy learning.